Hello and welcome to another Mercenary video. This is Cruncher, Tier 8 Medium. Give us some details, please.
Right, I'm going to go down what it's made up of like we normally do. The engine, we'll start with that. It's a Mitsubishi 12HM20WT engine out of the STA1.
Okay.
It's the Pershing, all the M26 T81, so we know what that's off. The gun is off a Tiger, fully upgraded Tiger, the 88.
Is that quite good then?
So it's got a really good gun, and the turret's not probably the best bit of the tank. It's off a TVP, the Tier 8 medium. So.
Is that spaced armour on it? Or
yeah,
it's
full spaced armour on
oh,
right
okay.
outside turret, so you'd be surprised what you block with that. When people find the premium meat rounds, as a general rule, that turret's not very strong. We know it's
anyway,
like it's Tier 8, but that's basically what it's made up of.
Okay.
There ain't a great deal of armour. All armour's 102 up front. We've already seen that with the Pershing, all we've used before.
What's the 88 off? Which Tiger version?
The gun, fully upgraded, just standard Tiger one, with a big turret.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to look at it there. You get 570 brake horsepower from that Mitsubishi engine, and the 8.22 rounds per minute you get from that German Tiger gun, which is not as potent as the Tiger
time as well.
The shells are exactly the same, 203 pen, 237 from your premium ammunition, 44 HE, which is pretty pointless, 242, 42, 95 damage.
Yeah.
A really poor 2.7 aim time, which is standard same Tiger you get.
Is it?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
That.
And then we've already mentioned the armour's not great on the TVP turret, 65 frontally, 40 on sides, but it has got all that spaced armour around it.
Yeah.
And a pretty poor 300 centimetre view range.
For a Tier 8 medium.
Yeah, and a 700 metre signal range, so
okay.
It's not great. It comes with a bitter Orc crew and the recon perk, which I'm just going to swap straight out here because it's just not really worth having a sort of straight 6 cents.
You don't normally do this?
No, I don't normally, but I decided we're going to do it on this.
Okay.
I don't really like that. And it comes with the Eagle Eye skill as well. Which
are you swapping that out?
No, I thought about it and then I thought, no, I'll just
save 10 gold.
Yeah. I'll just use Brothers in Arms, I'll just train that up. So we're going to put his ammunition in. We know what the Tiger's like in Tier 9. The gun's not overly brilliant as such, so
yeah, it does some.
You're gonna find it, yeah, it does do some, but 233 ultimate, 237 sort of ultimate penetration. That's as much as you can get from this gun. And don't forget, this is a Tier 8 tank with no preferential matchmaking, so it sees Tier 10s.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
So
okay.
The only variation it's got from the Tiger gun is you get an extra 8 rounds. Not that 72 weren't enough in a Tiger, but you get 80 with this. It also has only got 8.22 rounds per minute instead of 8.96 you get from a Tiger, so it don't fire as quick. You can see here the ammunition I'm putting on. Gun rammer, try and get his reload down a little bit. Just try and get everything down. Lane drive, that 2.78 time, try and get that down. Everything's just geared towards
the slow reload.
And shoot. I love that camo. It's one of my favourite camos on the whole game.
Can you put on other tanks?
No, just the Mercenaries.
Oh, that's a shame.
But I'm getting used to Mercenary tank ammunition camouflage now, except for this one. The desert ones are a bit a bit leery, sharp beef, you know what I mean?
Go for black and
I was trying to pick a new one every time. I've not used that one before. I do like the black and white one.
You spend some coin on this camo.
Anyway, back to tank.
Yeah.
We're going to see what we can do in this first game. Playstyle, it's very much Tier 8 medium Indem Panzer. Or Indian or Indian Panzer, whichever way you want to call it. So, first game we'll have a look now.
Thanks then, Colours 05. Is this Tier 8 game then? It's your first
Tier 8 game. So, we don't want to show you that load screen. No, go straight into action. We don't want to sit chatting away for a minute. Straight away, no armour.
No armour.
Not
on what? On this?
Yeah, you're not blessed. I mean, 102 on your front is the most you've got, and you can't really go. We've said this before about going turret down.
True.
When yours got more armour than your turret, it's not a normal trait on a tank, but that's what you get on this. Straight away, that gun's a little bit getting used to it, basically. Really, see that bloom? It don't really feel like a 2.7 second aim time. It don't feel like 0.34 dispersion. That you get from a Tiger. Well, like I said before, it's exactly the same characteristics you get from a Tiger gun. The only thing we've got is just slightly slower fire rate. It's a 40-ton tank, so that 570 brake horsepower can struggle to get you about. So this is not a scooting about, harassing medium.
Oh, okay.
This is a try and flank, try and get angled shots in, especially from the side with the penetration you've got with a gun. I mean, it's okay for a Tiger at Tier 7, but this is a Tier 8 tank. It's a medium tank as well. This is going to see Tier 10, so that gun becomes a little bit more of a problem than it is in the Tiger.
Well, you can't go in the faces and...
No.
Well, you can't really in a Tiger in Tier 9.
And you can't really in this. I mean, the Persian is manoeuvrable to a degree, but it's not outstanding.
Yeah, it's quite accurate.
It's, I say, it doesn't feel, the statistics the gun gets, it's the same on the Tiger. It doesn't feel that. I mean, the Tiger's known for like a sniping heavy tank.
Yeah.
It's not generally supposed to be played that way, but it does work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the gun,
quite accurate.
Yeah, but the statistics don't back that up, but it does work, and you can see it works on this tank as well. So you know straight away you've got a nice...
That's not bad,
yeah, you've got a nice reliable gun. You can see that 65mm frontal turret armour stands up to a surprising amount of battering with that nice bit of extra armour. You want to say, I don't know if they've welded it on, stitched it on, glued it on or what, but it looks a bit of a mess, but it works, basically. It's got 52 km/h top speed, but it's American top speed. We all know that the Hellcat's like...
Oh yeah,
it's fast. Yeah, but it takes the time to get up to it. So you're not flying, we're not bat chatting around all over the place, nipping them out, but you can see that it's quite amble on its basis. So you've got 40 degrees of the ultraverse, which is pretty quick, so it can swing about, and it's got 38 on its on the turret, sorry, as well.
Yeah,
so
here we go.
That's what I'm talking about with acceleration. You can go backwards faster than I can go forward.
That's an 85, isn't it? That's nice.
Drawback, 300cm view range. The lowest you're going to get in Tier 8 mediums.
You did well on length then, because you see across the map.
Strange little thing about it, you've got a TVP turret, but you've got 10 metres less view range.
Why is that?
All I can think is that stupid cladding you've got plastered all the way around is reducing your view range by 10 metres. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, that's an idea.
But it's also average on most statistics you find when it's. I mean, they've done a really good job Wargame, and I keep bigging them up for when it's due. In balancing the tanks out completely.
Oh, smash him, man.
1,000, we can see there, 438 points. Just gone behind that
kidding me, man.
Is bang average for a Tier 8 medium. Okay. So again, and that's where you come into the other things. The gun, exact same damage you're going to get as you get from an Indian Panzer, or Indian Panzer, whichever you want to say it. So you get 240 damage from an Indian Panzer, you get slightly more penetration, you get 212 for his standard ammunition where you only get 203. But the DPMs are very similar, the rate of fires are very similar. Indian Panzer's got a slight little bit more armour to play with than you have, but in playstyle terms, you kind of play it the same. Because the Persian just play the same,
We'll get one looking at your key, man.
You're not listening to a word I'm saying. And that Leo comes out for a bit of action.
Oh, so on fire.
Bit of fight, can't beat a bit of fight. And he's just going to double his own issues by driving into a messed up train, and we'll pin him there if he wants to be.
Oh, another nipple.
Reload. Ah, it's gone. Damn.
Never mind.
Anyway.
I quite like this, you know. It looks like it's quite good fun to play.
It has its drawbacks. This is a Tier 8 match.
Oh, of course,
Don't get overexcited that this thing's going to go around bossing a battlefield. It's not. It's not. It can struggle in some degrees and others. I mean, think about it. You're practically a Tiger.
True.
You've got just shy of the same hit points. You're 78 points down. You're probably a slight little bit more mobile, but you've got the same gun, so you are pretty much a Tiger.
Yeah, you could play it. You can't really play it. Well, you can play it like a Tiger.
I mean, how do you play a Tiger in a Tier 9 match?
Stay back and snipe.
Yeah, you don't go balls in, and this is exactly what you've got here. You do not want to be going. I mean, we're going to struggle here to pen him. With chances are, I try and beat his reason.
It didn't hit him anyway.
No, so I'm not going to stand there and try and dual wheel 110. No. Getting out of here. Just if anybody wants to earn this tank and sell it, it sells. Well, the silver value is 3,840,000.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really high. What we wanted to try and track him. I tried to track him here, but we didn't. We damaged him.
Does it get you?
Oh no, we just managed to. There we go.
Never mind.
Anyway, 20 shots in, a little bit of a fire in there, so that's inflated slightly. 2 kills. Couple of tracking shots we got in on that Leo as well at the same time.
He didn't do bad for you, to be fair.
Yeah, not the worst game I've ever had.
So you made silver.
Yeah, we make some silver. That's Tier 8 game again.
It's almost quite surprising actually that you made silver.
Yeah, Confederate medal, you get a lot of these in this tank, only doing 240 damage when you're seeing Tier 10s that are smashing out 700,000.
18 shots. You did 18 shots.
Yeah.
That's quite a lot. And you didn't get a mastery badge.
No.
Go on then, Killers 05, Panama. Is it Panama?
Panama,
it is Panama.
Yeah, you can see that 570 brake horsepower and a 40-ton tank can sometimes be an issue. This is
what's its power weight?
Yeah, off the top of my head I can't remember, but it's not great. But normally the big whacking engines you get in a Ford, like the Fords and you get in your American stuff, is enough to chug these Persians up an hill pretty quickly.
Not this one.
Not this one, not with a Mitsubishi engine in.
No, it's a negative then, isn't it? power to weight.
Mobility is not one of its greatest assets. You're not circling somebody in this. You're going to struggle to get to positions, and if you do get into positions of flanking, you can find trouble with the fact that if it don't work, it's tricky to get away. There's no, oh crap, this ain't working, let's get out of here sort of thing. You're stuck there. You ain't got no armour to rely on either. Probably going to die.
It's very similar to Tiger play.
Yeah, it doesn't doesn't reward like risky shooting, is in like risky manoeuvres, stuff like that. There's not much scope to get out of a situation like that.
Okay.
That gun again, statistics don't back up what it is. It is pretty good. We all know it's German. You know what German guns are like. This is no different. Do we risk a shot outside the IS-5 turret? Not really worth bothering.
It's not worth it.
It's like, at this point,
do you need to spam gold in this though? Sorry. Do you need to spam it?
As such, no. With the gold shells only being like 33 or 34 more penetration, it's sometimes not. You're thinking to yourself, is it really worth it? It's 30. If I can't pen with this, it's 30 more in my penetration ability good and actually do any better. So you just tend to stick to your regular shells. We saw in the last game, I think it was 76,000 silver were made. So
the thing is, you take it back to Tiger, that's similar in Tiger as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though it's different guns slightly. But I see what you mean. You're less likely to spam gold because it's risk and reward, isn't it?
Sometimes you'll get in a situation where you can't afford not to have a shot go in, so
you just load it anyway.
Yeah, you take it just in case and make sure that I've got the best chance I'm going to get, because I can't afford for one to bounce.
I like your random 14 you've loaded. Very nice.
I don't know why I did that. I ran it to 15. Just levels everything out. Because I've chucked 6 HE shells in straight away.
Do you use any HE shells?
No, we've been spotted here at this point as well.
Oh, nice shot.
That's the problem. You see it here, there. As soon as you spot, thinking, shoot.
Yeah, go.
So nothing on that battlefield is going to struggle to pen you.
Okay.
There's not a lot on even tier 6s when you get in like a tier 8 match, they're going to struggle to pen you.
That's not a bad thing though, is it? Because you play it like it is. It
makes you play. This is what I talk about with what Game have done with these mercenary tanks, is they've made some fantastic tanks. I'll give them credit where it's due. The tanks are brilliant for what they do. You've got to play this like a medium. You can't play this like a brawler. You're not playing this like a super Persian. You're not playing it like a scout because its view range isn't good enough. You've got to flank and you've got to get shots in front side. So it forces you to play in a medium tank style, which I really do like about it.
It's support sniping medium style.
Well, it's not brawling. You're not supposed to be good brawling in.
It's supposed to support.
Yeah, we're not like your jumbo Persian and stuff like that. Your freedoms, as you want to call it. Just go ploughing in and play like an heavy tank. You don't really want to be doing it in this. So you just try and get to positions where you can get shots in. Use that penetration. Use that fire rate you've got, because I mean it's pretty good fire rate. Just over 8 rounds a minute. Gives you a DPM of just shy of 2,000. So, which is again, like I said before, average for its tier A medium. So it's brilliantly balanced, fantastically balanced. This tank is not OP, but it's not a terrible tank either. It just is.
I think your loadout, what you've chosen, does suit it. That lay drive just close it up pretty quickly.
I mean, you could put optics on if you wanted to, or binos at a push if you wanted to go down that line, but you've got a really poor view range anyway, so the chances of you out spotting are pretty slim.
I don't think it's worth it.
I mean, you just keep moving here. I don't want artillery to drop one on me. Pretty vulnerable to it.
I probably would swap out that one you've got, which tells you what modules are damaged.
Yeah, I mean, it's each to their own. Honestly, to be truthful, I left it in because I never used it. I want to see what it was like. I've never really used it before, so I thought it's sometimes the advantage to know when someone's ammo racks out and stuff like that, and you can actually go
try
for
and aim for an ammo.
If you get an IS-3 or something like that, his ammo rack's damaged, then you know, well, got plenty of time to play. So it's not a bad perk to have. To be honest with you, playing this a few more times, but teams dying quicker than I can get to them at this point. But we've not had a bad game. You can just see how this, you can see how this tank plays. We've got a bit to play with now. There's that hammer.
Beautiful.
KB4's coming from me.
He's not
you can see that gun. Here we go again. Even this situation, you can see that your standard ammunition is good enough. It's good enough. The lack of ammunition is not really a problem. Like I said, got 80 rounds. So there's plenty. I got shot him before it ran injury. I've been injuring this artillery if I tried to get it. I thought about it there, but I just dismissed that. I've got full health. I'm just playing about. We'll get this guy now. Get around. You find yourself doing that a lot. Getting to the
you didn't kill him?
No, somebody else just
Sorry.
T30 there from somewhere. I think it's on the side.
Go on then, sorry.
So yeah, basically, really well made tank again. Not OP. We said it forces you to play it in a medium tank style.
Yeah.
It's just Joe average, and it's Joe average at everything. So don't expect some OP medium bashing awesome tank when you grind this out. Is it worth it?
It makes silver.
Yeah,
it does.
It's one rarity you
premium
get.
tank.
Yeah, there's one rarity you get from the old Mercenary tank.
So I was whinging about bonuses. It doesn't need a premium silver bonus.
Yeah,
it makes it.
No, but that makes silver. It makes sense. I've made that in the Indian Panzer. I've made that in an S tier.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
If I take my premium pattern out, Korean, or if I take my jumbo Persian out, I'd make 127,000, make 130,000, 110,000.
Okay, sorry, I was just saying.
You make silver, but not as much as you get from playing the same game in a premium.
So we need a silver bonus.
We need some reasons to play Mercenaries.
Or an XP bonus.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do the old SoundCloud, the old tank talk on the Mercenaries to see where we're going with them.
Okay.
If I had to say, would this worth be grinding out? Yes, but don't expect something tremendous at the end. You're going to get a solid tank. It's not exceptional, it's just solid, which is perfectly balanced, which is what it should be.
I suppose if you've got all the tanks to grind it out, it's not too bad, is it? But if you've got
a big grind. It is, don't get me wrong, this thing, you're not going to be doing it in a week. I think it's 355,000 XP you need to earn just on the last stage to open this one up.
You can take shortcuts with gold, you know.
Yeah, but that, just again, would I buy one of these tanks with gold? No.
No, it's got no bonuses.
It's not worth it, so I would not skip it. Not unless I were like, oh my god, I've got a day left, I need to earn 100,000. I'd skip it then. I don't want to waste all that if I put 2 weeks working. But as a general rule, I do like these Mercenary tanks. I just don't like that they're pointless. I think Wargaming need to come back with some kind of op. If it were just for these things, so you can only earn points in the Mercenary tank.
Yeah, but what would you earn?
Whatever to give away that month, if you know what I mean. But we just need a reason to play them. I'd like a reason.
Yeah, not sell them for the garage slot and the silver. Yeah, true. Anyway, I think that covers the Cruncher, wasn't it?
Cruncher with the Bitter Hawk crew. Brilliant name.
Bitter Hawk. Do we think that is anybody, or is it just
no? I don't even know where they cover.
I reckon all the crews work for Wargaming, and they are actual people.
We're still not getting an answer to this question before about Big Top, have we?
No, about Rabor being Big Top. Yeah, true. Anyway, that's enough talking, waffling and gibbering. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like it, or just like it and watch it. Thank you very much. Laters.